और वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स। आज हम लोग विलियम शेक्सपियर के बारे में देखेंगे। 1564 उनका जन्म हुआ था एंड 1616 में उनका डेथ हुआ था। इनको द बार्ड ऑफ एवॉन भी कहते हैं। ये एक डिटेल्ड वीडियो होगी, थोड़ी लंबी वीडियो हो सकती है। विलियम शेक्सपियर वॉज कंसिडर्ड टू बी द ग्रेटेस्ट राइटर ऑफ द एलिजाबेथन एज। Shakespearean age changed the face of drama in England. The Elizabethan period was so much dominated by him that many literary figures started calling the Elizabethan age itself as the Shakespearean age. Actually, it was the later part of the Elizabethan age, that is 1590 to 1613, where Shakespeare had a major role to play, along with some of his contemporaries. In the meantime, influenced and motivated by the growing popularity of the English literature, many other authors besides Shakespeare took the center stage to give rise to a sort of new era called Jacobean period 1603 to 1625. To sum up the period from 1590 to 1625, witnessing the rise of William Shakespeare and his contemporaries, including the Jacobean writers, can be aptly termed as the age of Shakespeare and his contemporaries, or the later Elizabethan period. It was this period when English literature scaled new peaks in all forms of writing, especially drama, and mainly owing to William Shakespeare. English poet and playwright William Shakespeare was born and raised in Stratford upon Avon. He was baptized on 23rd April 1564. His father, John Shakespeare, was a burgess of the recently constituted corporations of Stratford. His mother, Mary Arden, was a local landess heiress. William Shakespeare had two older sisters, John and Judith, and three younger brothers, Gilbert, Richard, and Edmund. Now, next thing, let us see about Shakespeare. Not much is known about Shakespeare's education. It is generally assumed that he attended the local grammar school, the King's New School. At the age of 18, Shakespeare married 26-year-old Anne Hathaway, with whom he had three children, Susanna, Hamnet, and Judith. Hamnet died at the age of 11, by which time Shakespeare was already a successful playwright. Shakespeare's literary career started around 1590. By this time, he started earning a living as an actor and a playwright in London, and possibly had several plays produced. 2 years later, he became a leading member of the Lord Chamberlain's Men and Acting Company in London. Shakespeare, with his company, also built the Globe Theatre in 1599. His fame started with it after the crowning of King James I in 1603. The company changed its name to the King's Men. Shakespeare produced most of his known work between 1589 and 1613. Most of his plays were written as quarto texts on a sheet of paper and folded four ways. A few of his plays were printed in this lifeline, though they appeared more voluminously after his death. His first collection of works was printed in 1623. Shakespeare retired to Stratford a few years before his death. After 1606 to 1607, Shakespeare wrote fewer plays, and none are attributed to him after 1613. His last three plays were collaborations, probably with John Fletcher, who succeeded him as the house playwright for the King's Men. Shakespeare died on 23rd of April 1616. Shakespeare's literary life. His Shakespeare's literary life can be divided into four main periods. Pre-1594, King Richard III, The Comedy of Errors, etc. 1594-1600, King Henry V, A Midsummer Night's Dream, etc. 1601 to 1608, Macbeth, King Lear, etc. And fourth is post-1608, Cymbeline, The Tempest, etc. The Tempest was his last play. फर्स्ट लिटरेरी पीरियड को देखते हैं, जो कि 1585 से 1594 तक चला. In his first literary period, Shakespeare wrote 26 sonnets and 7 plays. Reverend Post Halleck states that this was a period showing the exuberance of youthful love and imaginations. Play of his period also show the influence of Christopher Marlowe, Henry VI, Part 1, 2, and 3, Richard III, Titus Andronicus, Comedy of Errors, Taming of the Shrew, and Shakespeare's poems Venus and Adonis, Rape of Lucrece were all written during this period. Now let us see the second literary period. It started from 1594 and ended 1600. To Shakespeare's second period is attributed to his chronicle history plays and joyous comedies. This period constitutes historical plays such as Richard II, Henry IV, Part 1 and 2, Henry V, and comedies such as Midsummer Night's Dream, The Merchant of Venice, Much Ado About Nothing, As You Like It, and Twelfth Night. This period shows progress in Shakespeare's dramatic art. Third literary period, that started from 1601 and ended in 1608. The third period of his literary life, Shakespeare mostly wrote tragedies or romances with tragic resonances. Some of the Shakespeare's most famous tragedies were written in this period, like Hamlet, Othello, King Lear, Macbeth, Antony and Cleopatra. His bitter comedies such as All Is Well That Ends Well and Measure for Measure also belong to this period. The darkness, bitterness, sadness that characterized the works that period was perhaps influenced by events in Shakespeare's own life. his father's death in 1601, and execution of all of Essex by Elizabeth, and distressful स्टेट ऑफ हिज फ्रेंड्स लाइफ्स। फोर्थ लिटरेरी पीरियड देखेंगे 1609 से 1613 तक चला। ये लास्ट लिटरेरी पीरियड है शेक्सपियर की लाइफ का। ड्यूरिंग द लास्ट लेट ईयर्स ऑफ हिज लाइफ शेक्सपियर रोड 3 प्लेस, विंटर्स टेल, सिम्बलाइन एंड द टेम्पेस्ट। प्ले ऑफ दिस पीरियड आर कैरेक्टराइज्ड बाय ग्रेट cynicism and resignations. This period also includes works in collaboration such as Henry VIII and the Two Noble Kinsmen. The Tempest was Shakespeare's last written plays. ठीक है, अब शेक्सपियर प्लेस के बारे में देखते हैं। The plays written by English poet, playwright and actor William Shakespeare have the reputation of being among the greatest in the English language and in the Western literature. Traditionally, the plays are divided into genres of comedy, tragedy, and history. They have been translated into every major language, in addition to being continually performed all around the world. Many of his plays appeared in print as a series of quartos, but approximately half of them remained unpublished until 1623. When the posthumous first folios was published, the traditional division of his plays into tragedies, comedies, and stories follows the categories used in the first folio. However, modern criticism has leveled some of these plays, problem plays that elude easy categorization or perhaps purposely break generic conventions, and has introduced interim romances for what scholars believe to be later comedies. शेक्सपियरियन जेनर्स के बारे में देखेंगे। A literary genre is a classification which includes all those written works which have similar characteristics in terms of form, style, or content. Genres can be as broad as novels, drama, and poetry, or can be further classified as in the breakup of drama into tragedy and comedy, melodrama, etc. When we speak of Shakespearean genres, we indicate that Shakespeare's literary output can be classified in various ways, and this classification helps us to understand his work better. For example, when a play of Shakespeare is categorized as tragedy, it will have certain features. Protagonist will usually be of high stature. They will be personal and be of state-related problems. Eventually, the play will end in a number of deaths, including those of the main characters. Shakespearean plays were printed individually before 1623 from his manuscripts or plays scripts for performance called quartos. The first folios was brought out in 1623. Its editors were Johann Hemingway and Henry Condell, Shakespeare's fellows in the Kingsmen. Other editions brought out during 17th century were called second, third, and fourth, fifth folios. 1623, John Hemmings and Henry Condell included only dramatic works in the compilation entitled Master William Shakespeare Comedies, Histories, and Tragedies, published according to the true original copies. The sonnets of Shakespeare, oddities, longer poems such as The Rape of Lucre. In addition to the intervening years, many scholars have disputed the exclusion of certain plays which did not appear in the first folio but are held to be written by Shakespeare, for example, The Two Noble Kinsmen. Next, it is generally accepted that William Shakespeare wrote 38 plays, some of which were collaborative efforts, a sequence of 454 sonnets, 2 long narrative poems, and various other short poems. 38 plays नहीं बल्कि 37 plays होना चाहिए वहाँ पे. The two plays which were not included in the first folio were Pericles, Princess of Tyre, and The Two Noble Kinsmen. Shakespearean plays can be classified into the following broad categories: romantic comedy, Shakespearean tragedies, historical plays, problem plays, and Shakespearean Roman plays. Shakespearean comedy में देखते हैं क्या क्या है. Shakespeare perfected the genre of romantic comedy. Most of his comedies are of the romantic type. The main theme of Shakespearean comedy is love. Next, however, even though love is the main ingredient, Shakespeare's conceptions of love is never of the Petrarchan kind. In fact, in comedies such as You Like It, he imparts a realistic touch to love and criticizes the Petrarchan idea of love. In his comedies, lovers usually experience a set of obstacles before they get united in a harmonious manner. The play frequently ends with a marriage or a celebration. All conflicts get resolved at the end. Shakespearean romantic comedies are all set in an imaginative world far away from the dull and dreary world of everyday life. Examples of these are the magical forest in the Midsummer Night's Dream or the forest of Arden in As You Like It. However, even when the characters depart to a newer fanciful world, Shakespeare adds touches of realism. Aladis Nicole states in his regard that there are contemporary figures and contemporary fashions in love lost. Bottom and his companions mingle with the fairies. Sir Taboo Welch and Sir Andrew Aguichic are companions of Viola and Olivia, Dogberry and Virgins of Hero and Beatrice. This is the cardinal characteristic of Shakespeare's romantic world and the union of realism and fantasy. In most of Shakespeare's massive comedies, there is always addition to a philosophical insight. Though the use of humor, Shakespeare deals with serious issues. Example, As You Like It, it takes up the issue of power, court politics, and issue of cross-dressing. while comedies of errors takes up the issue of insanity. Works of Shakespearean comedy are As You Like It, Cymbeline, The Merchant of Venice, Taming of the Shrew, Twelfth Night, A Midnight Summer Dream, Much Ado About Nothing, The Two Gentlemen of Verona, The Miller's Tale, Comedy of Errors, Love Never Lost, Pericles, Prince of Tyre, The Tempest, The Merry Wives of Windsor. Shakespearean tragedies are, according to A.C. Brodley, a Shakespearean tragedy can be divided into three parts: an exposition of the state of affairs, the beginning, growth, and vicissitudes of the conflict, to final catastrophe or tragic outcome. Shakespearean tragedy is primarily concerned with one person, the tragic hero. The tragic hero is a person of high social state, raised above the rest. It is he who undergoes suffering as a result of his tragic flaw or terror of judgment. Next, in Shakespeare's Othello, for instance, tragedy occurs as a result of Othello's tragic fellow's sexual jealousy. The tragedy ends with the death of the tragic hero. However, even though the hero dies, moral order is eventually restored. At the end, Shakespeare's tragedies developed out of earlier 6th century tragedies which had antecedents in the tragedies of medieval poetry, verses accounts of the disaster, suffering, and death, usually of mighty rulers. Works of Shakespearean tragedy are Romeo and Juliet, King Lear, Othello, Julius Caesar, Coriolanus, Macbeth, Hamlet, Titus Andronicus, Antonio and Cleopatra, and Timon of Athens. Shakespearean historical plays, इसमें देखते हैं कौन कौन से हिस्टोरिकल प्लेस में आता है. हिस्टोरिकल प्लेज ऑफ शेक्सपियर्स आर किंग जॉन, रिचार्ड सेकेंड, हेनरी 4 पार्ट 2, हेनरी 6 पार्ट 1, हेनरी 6 पार्ट 3, रिचार्ड थर्ड ऑल्सो कंसिडर्ड ए ट्रेजेडी, हेनरी 8, एडवर्ड 3, हेनरी 4 पार्ट 1, हेनरी 5, हेनरी 6 पार्ट 2. So these are the historical plays of Shakespeare. Now let us see the one more important thing here. Shakespearean plays and their sources को देखेंगे कहाँ कहाँ से उसके सोर्स मिले. The Comedy of Errors, Plato's मैनेज में से लिया. The Two Gentlemen of Verona, sources George de Montgomery, Pastoral Romance, Diamond, As You Like It, Thomas Lord's, Russell Indes. Romeo and Juliet, Arthur Brooks, verse poem, The Tragical History of Romeo and Juliet. Julius Caesar and other Roman plays, Thomas North's translations, Plutarch's lives of the noble Grecians and Romans. Hamlet लिया, Saxo, Grammaticus, Historius Dionysius से. Othello लिया, Synthesis, Hecatomethi से. Macbeth stories from Holinshed's Chronicles of Scotland. All is well that ends well, William Painter's Palace of Pleasure. Pericles लिया, John Gower's of Confessio Amantis. Cymbeline, Boccacio's Decameron. The Miller's Tale, Robert Greene's Pastoral Romance, Pandosto, or The Triumph of Time. So these are the details of William Shakespeare that I have tried to conclude. And let us see the last thing about Shakespeare's style of writing. It is very important. While many passages in Shakespeare's plays are written in prose, he always wrote a large proportion of his plays and poems in iambic pentameter. In some of his earlier works like Romeo and Juliet, he even added punctuation at the end of these iambic pentameter lines to make the rhythm even stronger. He and many dramatists of this period used the form of blank verse extensively in character dialogue, thus heightening poetic effects. To end many scenes in his plays, he used a rhythmic couplet. To end many scenes in a rhythmic couplet to give a sense of conclusion or completion. A typical example is provided in Macbeth, as Macbeth leaves the stage to murder Duncan to the sound of chiming clock. He says, "Here it is not Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell." Shakespeare's writing, especially his plays, also features extensively wordplay in which double entendres and rhetorical phrases were repeatedly used. Humor is a key element in all Shakespeare's plays. Although a large amount of his comical talent is evident in his comedies, some of the most entertaining scenes and characters were found in tragedies such as Hamlet and histories such as Henry IV Part 1. Shakespeare's humor was largely influenced by Plautus. So this was all about the Shakespeare. Next thing in the next video.